So my printer broke down.
Well, not completely.
It still works, but
Now it only prints black and white properly.
and as someone who loves making stickers, it made me really sad. Did you know what they say?
Limitations
don't always stop creativity. Again. 1, 2, 3. Limitations don't always stop creativity. Sometimes they inspire it.
So I got an idea.
If my printer only prints black and white, then why not make black and white stickers? And that's what I did.
Art of day. I thought it would be the perfect time to create some vintage Filipino stickers featuring my characters. I wanted to make one that looked like an old black and white photo of a couple back in the day. And instead of dressing Lechonito in formal attire, I gave him a salakot and dressed him like a farmer because if Lechonito had existed back then, he'd probably keep a low profile and hide out on a farm. I mean, Filipinos love lechon, so he'd have every reason to stay hidden.
You know, I always wonder how people lived back then wearing long sleeves and long skirts because it's really hot here in the Philippines. They must have been sweating a lot, or maybe it wasn't just as hot back then.
I also wanted to show a little bit of everyday life, so I made this illustration of Lechonito writing with a quill and ink under the light of a lampara. My first sketch had him falling asleep while writing, but I thought it would be funnier if he accidentally spilled the ink instead. It gave him a much more expressive reaction, and it actually makes sense because Lechonito doesn't have fingers, so writing with a quill would be nearly impossible for him.
And now that the sketches are done, let's make them digital. Let's go! You know, I've had this printer since 2017, so it's been my little art buddy for almost 9 years. So when it started having problems, I was really sad because I love making my own art products like notebooks, art prints, and stickers. So when it stopped printing in color, I was really sad for days until I realized I wasn't gonna let this printer stop me from creating stickers. So when I came up with the idea of making black and white stickers, I got really excited because I was like, you're a genius. I was like a genius. And instead of focusing on what my printer couldn't do anymore, I started thinking about what it could still do.
This part is kind of boring to watch, so instead I thought I'd sing for you. And since we're going back in time, here's a very old Filipino song. Bahay kubo, kahit munti, ang halaman doon ay sari-sari, singkamas at talong, sigarilyas at mani, sitaw, bataw at hangin. Everybody now! Gundol, patola, upot, kalabasa, at saka meron pa lamanos, mustasa, sibuyas, kamatis, bawang at luya. Sa paligid-ligid ay puno ng linga.
And here are the finished products, the finished stickers. You can't see it, so I'm just gonna put a close-up right now. Can you see it? And at the last minute, I decided to make another sticker because newspapers are usually printed in black and white, so I thought it would be a good idea to make a newspaper sticker. I imagine Lechonito running away from Filipinos because Filipinos love lechon. So here's Lechonito escaping from Filipino fiesta. You know, I really enjoyed making these stickers because it's my first time making black and white stickers, and I just love how they turned out. You know, I usually make art using my brand color, which is orange. As you can see, I have a lot of orange things in my room. So making these black and white stickers felt like a little challenge for me, and it was really fun. So you should do it too. So if you love making art prints or stickers, but your printer only prints black, maybe this is your sign to create black and white artworks, just like what I did. And don't let bad situations stop you from creating. You just have to, you just have to, you just have to be creative and find another way. Again, don't let a bad situation stop you from creating. Sometimes all you need to do is find a different way. What way? I don't know. Find your own way. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. So until then, keep drawing the things that you love, and I'll see you later.